Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is July 8, 2016. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. All right, let's take a look at the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You're going to see that they are flying high this morning, trading up about 15 and a half points to 2107 and a half per contract. They did hit the 2110 level briefly here. We'll see if we do go a little bit higher. What's the catalyst? It's the non-farm payroll report. Came in at 287,000 new jobs created. Everybody's euphoric at this moment. So again, job report coming in very, very positive this morning. Last month it was an absolute disaster. Last month the U.S. reported just 38,000 jobs. This month, 287,000 jobs. Now, there were some revisions, but nobody cares about that. It's really the headline number that moves markets, and you are seeing the markets move higher at the moment. Now, does this put the Federal Reserve back in the driver's seat to raise interest rates? That's the million-dollar question. We'll see what comes out. There's always an event that keeps the Fed from raising rates. So again, we'll see how it all plays out. But nonetheless, markets are higher ahead of the opening bell, at least at the moment. All right, let's take a look at some stocks in the news. First one we're going to start off with is GPS. They had same-store sales. Gap Stores was trading at 21.63, now trading at 22.55. So that's a nice little pop higher. Stock has been in the toilet bowl. I happen to think you're into a lot of resistance here. The next big resistance level is going to be around $24. So I don't think it even gets up there. But hey, it's making a nice move. There's a lot of shorts in this. Maybe it could squeeze up a little bit more. We'll be looking at this one once the opening bell rings today in the intraday stock chat room. Stock that is getting a nice boost today is Barracuda Networks. Ticker symbol is CUDA. It looks like they had earnings and also a little shift in their officers. I think the CEO is going to step down or something along those lines. You can check the news out for yourself. But what I am seeing here is a stock that was trading at $15.51, now trading above $18 a share. That's a great pop higher. This is getting a little bit overbought. There is a lot of resistance at 18, so be a little bit careful there. You have more resistance at 19, more resistance at 20. So again, great pop there. Nice little squeeze going on in that stock, and we'll see if it can push up a little bit more. But I got to think it's about to stall out around these levels. So again, be a little bit careful. I would not be jumping on board now after this pop. Let's take a look at Juno. JUNO is the ticker symbol, Juno Therapeutics. They had some, I believe, some clinical data that has been placed on hold by the FDA. So stock is getting absolutely slaughtered. Closed at $40.82 last night. Now it is trading at $30.48. So this is a huge haircut. Stock is getting hammered. I was looking at levels here. There's really no levels that I even like. So let this thing fall down. It could go to 24, 25 bucks. That's where I think you could pick up the parts. So again, this is really getting hammered today. This can go lower. Be careful here. In sympathy to this one, to Juno, you have Kite Pharmaceuticals trading lower as well. This closed at 52.10, now trading at 48. You can see after hours how this went down to 41. Has rebounded back a little bit, but nonetheless, this is a volatile name. So a level I'm seeing right now for Kite Pharmaceuticals, if it did trade down to around 38 bucks, I think that's where we would look to step in. But again, this is kind of a new issue. It's only been around since July of 2014, so there's not a whole lot of data to work off with. I got to go off my best levels. That's around $38. I'm not sure it's going to get there, but if it does, I will be there to pick up the pieces. All right, let's take a look at some other stocks here. Unfortunately, last night there was a shooting in Dallas, Texas. That's just a horrible event, but gun stocks are trading higher on that news. SWHC is one name that we always look at. That's Smith & Wesson. Stock right now is trading at $29.69, closed at $28.29. Stock is overbought on the daily chart, so be very, very careful here. It can move higher. It is in an uptrend, but just be careful here because of the overbought condition on the daily chart. Strumruger RGR is also trading higher on that news. You can see the stock went all the way to 68 bucks, pulled back. It is currently trading at 66.85 in the pre-market. That's up about 4 points or so from yesterday's close. Another overbought condition here, so be very, very careful. These stocks can go higher in the future. They just may not go higher much from where they're currently trading at this morning, so just be aware of that. We do have the European bank stocks all trading higher today. Deutsche Bank, the one we follow most closely, having a huge pop, trading around 13.23, closed at 12.60. You have RBS trading at 4.41, closed at $4.16 yesterday. Credit Suisse also catching a bid. This closed at 10.21, now trading at 10.51. You have LYG, which is Lloyd's Group, trading at 273, closed at 260. And last but not least, BCS, which is Barclays, trading at 745, closed at 706. So all of the European bank stocks are trading higher today, and that is something that we need to take note of. Now, after the job report, we always get some big action in gold. And you're going to see gold futures right now trading down about $15.20. Right now, the current price in gold futures is $1,347.40 or 50 cents an ounce. So again, pretty good sell-off in gold. Gold was down much, much more, but has started to rebound right back up. And I'm telling you right now, gold has been just absolutely resilient as of late. Is it due for a pullback? Yes, it is. But when you have negative interest rates in Japan, negative interest rates in Europe, and you have a central bank in the Federal Reserve that will not raise rates, it's just a perfect elixir to keep gold prices up. So you want to buy it on pullbacks, but right now it does need to pull back. Let's take a look at GDX, which is gold miners. You're going to see a pretty good sell-off there as well. This closed at 29.61 yesterday, trading at 29.10. Did briefly go below 28.60 after the job number report was released. Next up, I want to talk about crude oil. Crude oil today is up 72 cents. That's going to help the markets. If you take a look at the USO, what you're going to see here is that's catching a nice pop, trading just around the $11 level, closed at 10.82. Spot crude right now is trading at $45.85. That's up 71 cents on the session. So again, crude oil is getting a lift, and as long as crude oil gets a bid, usually most market indexes will follow. The S&P 500 does carry about 16% of its weighting in energy stocks, so just be aware of that. All right, I think we covered everything that we wanted to get through today. Again, if you want to trade alongside of us, come on over, take a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat. We are having an absolutely blockbuster year, and we're going to look to keep that going into the closing bell today. With that being said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading session, and we will see you on the charts.